Zizi's not actually running away from Abby, they could be running together. Good, okay. Now Abby is going to unfreeze and Zizi's going to stay frozen. Abby's going to come back into the circle and somebody else is going to come in and join Zizi in another position to change the image. So Lauren's in. And what has Lauren done? Can somebody describe it for me?
Linked arms was easy.
She could be like blind.
She could be like blind. Okay, stay frozen. So,
Not blind.
Callum and Abby, what kind of posture do they have? Is it relaxed? Is it rigid? Is it?
Well,
She's chilling.
Zizi still
She's
looks like she's trying to run away.
She's still like.
I was trying to hold my phone.
Yeah, no, you have to. That's good. So Zizi still looks a bit like she's
It's an
crouching.
unwanted relationship.
Maybe she's walking. Maybe she
I'm like,
walks funny.
come on.
Lauren is
Maybe
abusive and Zizi's
frozen
trying to
people
run
stay
away.
frozen, including not speaking, please. That's what I can do. What other people say. Sorry, Callum.
I said it's an abusive relationship.
Abusive.
Lauren is the abuser and
Oh.
Zizi's trying to run away
Right. What
Where
gives
do
you
you
that
get
impression?
because she's trying to run away.
I just think
So-
she
And
could
then
be
and
walking
she's
like
trying to
that.
link. She's trying to keep that link between them. Hasn't
It's quite meaningful.
she? Yeah.
Okay.
One.
Lovely. So now Zizi, you unfreeze. Lauren, you stay frozen. And somebody else
Push her
goes
over.
the image and changes it. So can
Doesn't
somebody
have to
describe
be.
what position Lauren has on her
I
own?
would just think,
She looks like she's going to fall over.
She looks like she's going to why? How is she stood?
Cross legs.
So she's standing up with her legs crossed. So one leg crossed over the other. So she's got all of her weight on one leg. Yeah? And what are her arms doing?
She looks like she's leaning on something.
She looks like she's leaning on something interesting. Okay. Good, good.
maybe she's hot enough.
Callum's in. And Callum has become the thing that she's leaning on. I like it. So, how does this appear to people? Can somebody tell me what Callum's done?
Table.
No,
What's he physically
he's
done?
kneeling on the floor
He's kneeling on the floor.
and he's got his shoulder underneath that arm.
Got his shoulder
I'm feeling it's still an abusive relationship. He's well and truly under my thumb. She's just there like, yeah, I'm chilling. He's like, okay, darling, yes, dear.
Why is he like Tilly? Because she said.
No, because when
It does work.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who has the status, would you say? Abby's standing and he's kneeling.
Lauren.
Lauren has the status. Okay, interesting. So, Lauren, you unfreeze. And Callum, you stay there. Somebody else come in and change this image. Danielle. Very strong. Okay.
She's telling him off.
Why do you keep telling him off? What's giving you
Because she's
that?
got like the hand on the hip and she's just standing. She's
Because
She's like,
he
"No."
went to kneel down and she thought he was supposed to her, but he
Oh.
didn't actually, so she's really upset.
Nice. So
I just
if you
ran,
had to
fell
give
over.
this scene a headline, a news headline, what would it be?
weird guy.
Weird guy. Sticking with the proposal. Weird guy proposes.
But I'm
Weird
not
guy
proposing,
doesn't
am I?
propose.
Weird guy
Wife
doesn't
is angry.
Awkward.
Doesn't propose.
Not
Wife
wife.
is angry. I like that.
Not wife.
Girlfriend
I
is
just
angry.
thought like if it was me, I thought like I don't know, we sat there in sort of like in shame. And I just stood there just angry, like a teacher and people were
Yeah, I
like,
saw that.
sat hunched in a school chair and the teacher's like not impressed.
Interesting.
I'm not angry, I'm disappointed.
Okay, so Callum, you come out of the image. Daniel, you stay frozen in your position. So you had a very different image in your mind as to what we got from that image, which is very interesting. Somebody come into this image and change it, please.
Oh. Straight there.
Okay.
She's on the
She's lying on the floor.
She's still
Danielle's
telling him.
watching over her murder victim.
Oh yeah.
So
Watching
Callum,
the light.
okay.
Drawing out of
So
There's
do you
been-
think it's like a murder scene? Can somebody else join this image and
Or
change it
she's
again?
she's a detective at a murder scene.
Interesting. Well, that's one interpretation. Somebody else come into this image and change it. So let's have a third person in. Anyone?
Oh, okay.
Somebody's volunteered.
Step over your body.
I could be breaking your heart.
Sorry.
That was
Yeah, I thought that.
wrong heart.
Okay.
The left.
I'm checking. I don't
Check the
know.
What heart have you been checking?
I don't know.
So Abby is on her knees checking the patient, or what might be her patient.
Let me check your pulse. Don't know why you put.
What are you doing?
Wait,
All right.
freeze,
Freeze,
No.
freeze.
Is he wearing the neck or here?
Abby, so choose a position and hold it, okay? Excellent. Look at what they're doing. What else could that image be?
Abby's trying to tell the time.
Yeah, Abby could be trying to tell the time, lovely.
Because Daniel's like, what's the time, Ab? And you're like, oh, wait,
They
hold on.
are.
Let me just look at her. Me nan's asleep, hold on.
What it is Danielle's a bully and has punched Zizi and knocked her out.
Yeah.
And Abby is checking if Danielle's killed her or not.
I'm just checking her little, what's it?
She's checking if she's got
Pulse.
valuable jewellery to steal.
Ah,
I'm checking
interesting.
her
Okay.
pulse on her.
What else could Zizi
No,
be?
you
Is she
don't
just
talk.
somebody who's fallen on the floor? Could she be something else? Did you have to be
She's a
person?
chair, no.
Blanket.
She could be a blanket.
Abby's gonna wrap.
Abby could be about to wrap herself in the blanket. That is Lady Zizi. Interesting. Jodie, can you come in and make this image different?
Bit less on me.
Wow, okay, so describe what you're doing, Jodie.
So my hands are right up to ceiling or the sky, and my focus is looking up
It's like
to,
Jesus.
Helen, Lauren, I can't hear what Jodie's saying.
and my focus is all the way up to the sky, and I am stepping over Zizi.
Okay. So almost like a worshipping kind of pose, perhaps.
Oh God.
So how does that change the image? What do we think? What do we think this is now?
So, what's happened here is
Yeah.
Danielle has knocked Zizi out. Abby is the paramedic on the scene, and Jodie is one of those crazy people that thinks that they know what they're doing but doesn't, and just comes, "Yes, save her!"
Okay.
The Jesus
Interesting.
leap on the scene.
Alright, can everyone except Jodie come out of the scene, please? So, move back into the circle. Sorry, Jodie, you're going to have to hold it for a little bit longer.
Fine out of that one.
Can somebody else come and join Jodie and make this a different image? Okay, what do we think is going on? Can somebody first describe what Callum's just done?
He's in the not pros. What is it?
Not
It's not prostate. It's not
Straight.
prostrate.
Yeah.
Prostrated.
Is that
Prostrate
Yeah.
is lying flat on the
it?
floor.
Yeah, it's where like
You prostrate yourself before the cross.
yeah, you know when
I was
playing
thinking
that
castrate.
body down
Not the
thing.
right thing.
He was kind of in that pose to begin with. That
I already get it.
essentially he's on his knees, almost in child's pose in yoga he was. So on his knees, head bent, arms out in front of him on the floor.
Lovely, brilliant. Okay, thank you. So what could this be? What could they be doing?
Praying in really weird ways.
Praying in very weird ways. Interesting. That's the most obvious one, isn't it?
Yeah.
What else could they be doing?
She could be angry, and he could be like groveling.
Yeah.
She's just like, mate.
Forward now.
I know.
Okay, so who's got the status?
Jodie.
Jodie.
Oh, okay,
That's
Jodie's
right.
fault and then arms down to the floor.
Up and out to the side, and palms facing outwards.
That's it, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, like that.
So how would you take the status from Jodie? If you were to add into this image, how would you take the status? What would you do? It's your job now, you've got to take the status. You've got to have the highest status in this image.
I'd be there like proper coming to the scene, get my foot on Callum, be like,
Yeah,
"Yes."
yeah.
Okay, brilliant. So,
Sorry about that, Cal.
Do I have the old off left, Mike?
can you stay there? Sorry, then.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You happy with that, Callum? If Stacey
I'm
stay like
looking
that?
down, please.
Great.
What am I doing? What is the class? Yeah, are there any of this like interpretation people just describe it?
Right.
Yeah.
See, it's like, so you know, like, someone's public speaking, they're speaking out to you, they're sort of trying to, like, spread their word and just really sort of have got a bit of they're passionate, their arms outstretched and they're
Yeah.
passionate.
Yeah, yeah.
And kind of groveling, and they're like, it's easy, you know, like in a dictatorship, it's easy to say, oh, you're quiet, don't stop, don't sort of cause any problems, sort of like stand there almost.
Yeah.
Keeping him down, keeping him out of trouble, while Jodie's doing her, like, I don't know, public speaking.
Yeah. That's really interesting, Daniel. Thank you, because actually that's exactly what has happened.
Sorry.
And that's one interpretation. Guys, listen up. So if Danielle's interpretation is correct and Zizi is sort of keeping Callum quiet so that Jodie can get on with her speech, who's got the status?
Jodie's still.
Jodie's still got the status, hasn't she? So how do you work it that you take the status from Jodie?
Oh, I like
and
it.
you're on top of it? No, that's fine. Okay, thank you,
got a gun pointing.
You've got a gun. Okay, so
At Jodie.
you're pointing your fingers at Jodie. Interesting.
As if I'm holding a gun, but I don't have a gun.
Yeah. So Danielle, she's in exactly the same pose she was before, but now she's pointing a gun at Jodie.
And Jodie's now like,
She just like,
Help
she's surrender now.
help me.
But Jodie hasn't changed, has she? She's exactly the same. So,
But she's looking up saying, God,
yeah, so who has the status now?
Easy.
Easy.
That's ladies easy to use.
no, it's Aunty's easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
Okay, we're just going to carry on with a bit more image work. So everyone up on your feet, thank you. If you move around the space for me, please. Still the space. Yeah. So Danielle, this part of the exercise is forming images with people spontaneously as you move around. Would you like Jodie to be your companion in that, so she can describe what's happening as you do it?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Because I can't see what everyone else is doing, so.
Sorry?
I can't see what everyone else is doing.
Yes, exactly. So Jodie acts as your personal audio describer.
I'm here.
Hello. Okay, so just moving around the space. Keeping those images in mind, we'll create new ones. And just whenever you feel like it, you might just stop and strike a pose. Strike a pose. But not like that. And if you want, you can join that image. And if you don't, just keep moving. As many people in as you'd like. So Jodie, if you don't mind already describing it out loud for me as well.
So what's happening is we've got Danielle who's in a crouch position with her arms crossed. Everybody else slowly came in one at a time with their hands stretched out. So we've got Zizi's hand right against Danielle's forehead in a stop sign. Everybody else are all stretching their hands out in different directions with Callum. The gun situation again to
Aimed at me.
Zizi's forehead.
Interesting. Okay. So how would you interpret this scenario? I know you're in it, but what would you say this is?
Gunman in a crowd.
Someone in a crowd? Yeah. To me, it looks a bit like Zizi has stood in between Callum and Danielle to protect Danielle, and now she's got a gun in her face for one time. A gun's an easy thing to do, though. Let's not rely on just making shapes with our hands, because that's just an easy thing to rely on. But that's good. That's a really strong image, and it's a very interesting image. So thank you. Keep moving around.
I was going to rip that.
In silence, please. Thank you. Fill the space. And again, just whenever you feel like it, relax into it. There's no pressure. Whenever you feel like it, just strike a pose. So please, can you audio describe it for me?
So what we've got here is we've got Zizi with her on her knees and covering her head on the floor. We've got Lauren who's lying on her back and she's crossed her legs and put them on top. Listening for us guys. And putting her legs on top of Zizi's lower back. Callum is crouched over Zizi with slight knee bends and a soft left hand on Zizi's shoulder. Abigail's right foot is on the middle of Zizi's back. Lucy has laid flat on her back and her right arm is holding on to Danielle's calf. Danielle is standing tall with left arm rested on her torso and her right arm stretching out towards Abigail.
Lovely, okay, thank you. So what is this image to you guys? Again, I know you're in it, but what does it mean to you? Anything? Very interesting one. It almost looks to me like you're at the beach. And Zizi is a rock. Some of you are putting your feet up onto sunbathe. One of you has commandeered. Maybe Danielle had reserved that rock. Pointing at Abby to say, excuse me, do you have my rock? Maybe Callum's mistaken the rock for a pet.
She's like petting me.
I'm crazy.
Rock.
Okay, alright, and keep moving in space. having nothing.
Oh, not just
I'm vetoing that one.
It is an active position.
Is it though?
Oh,
It is.
Is it though?
Well, oh yeah, maybe with somebody else.
You just like putting your feet on. You do this to your auntie.
Seem to have an itch here, Jodie. You don't mind describing it.
She's got Zuzi laying on her back in a relaxed position. We then have Danielle to her left with open, relaxed hips, feet together, and she's curling her hands as she's leaning over. I've got Lauren with her right foot on Zuzi's hip, and she's also got her left arm onto her hip. And then we've got Abigail, who's in that prayer club position again. Well, we have Lucy and Callum circling around them.
So Lucy and Callum, because you're not in the image, what does it look like to you?
Well, Lauren definitely has the status.
Yeah, Lauren and
She's
Status,
definitely in
okay.
charge. Looks like she's killed Cece. There's a lot of murder in life.
Maybe.
Cece is dead.
Callum's a bit of a psycho.
I am. Danielle is completely just in floods of tears because of Cece's death. And Abby is just praying for a new day to start.
So Daniel and Abby are responding to the situation. Lucy, do you read it a different way, or do you agree?
I agree. Well, I'm going to struggle. I think Danielle may be hiding something. I think she may be about to overturn Lauren,
Poison in it.
hiding her face.
Interesting. What? So you're sort of seeing this. What kind of situation are you seeing them in then? If that's the case.
There may have been some kind of battle. Lauren wants the upper hand, and she's convinced the other two to get the upper hand, but Danielle's biding her time, working out when's the best time to move.
Okay, so like they're in a war, did you say?
Yeah.
Like what kind of war? A modern war, like
Julius Caesar.
Iraq, or like an old-timey Shakespearean type war? What kind of war do we think we're in?
So, ancient Greek kind of war.
Yeah,
Ancient Greek.
very olden times. But they would stand on their victims.
Olden times when they would stand on their victims. I like it. Okay, thank you. Everyone, let's all sit down in a circle. Lovely. Some really nice images coming through there.
Danielle, do you
Why do you think we did that exercise? Did you get anything from it?
I did actually. I think it made me focus on like when you're actually in a position and what they actually mean. Because for me, like positions are just I can do basics like happy and sad, but like that position I was in there, like my interpretation is different. So obviously, it's quite interesting to sort of see how my interpretations as a blind person are actually quite different to people around me. So I might do some sort of movement that people think is completely opposite to what I'm trying to make it look like. Because originally when I sat down in that position, I was begging. That's originally what I was doing.
Okay.
So I guess that's pretty different to what it looks like when the whole scene evolves.
Exactly. So when other sort of elements of the image come into play, it can change very much what a position means. But also our interpretations of positions are all completely different because we all have different brains that work in different ways and we all interpret things differently. But there are some positions that seem to be universal, like we all described it as a praying position, and it's interesting that that's the first thing we go to. But what I'm trying to do is encourage you to see the different ways that things could be interpreted. So a praying position could be something completely different. It could be absolutely different. It's about using your imaginations to interpret things differently and see how things can change and evolve and understand that an audience might interpret what you do as a character on stage completely differently from the way you interpret it and how you then get across what you want to get across. And that's anything, that's in dance, that's in music, that's in acting. But before we go any further, it probably makes what this workshop is all about. So the Theatre of the Absurd came about because, well, basically because of the Second World War. It came about as a response to that. Do you know anything about existentialism and that philosophical movement? Okay. Just the basics. We don't need to know too much for the purpose of this. But the absurdists believed that basically one of the main pinnacles of their philosophy was life is completely meaningless unless you use your experience and you take responsibility for yourself and your own actions. And the Chairs is very much about that. So the Chairs is based in the future. It's got two main characters, an old man and an old woman, and they live alone in a building in the middle of, well, supposedly in the middle of the sea, in the middle of nowhere, and they're cut off from everything. It's a post-apocalyptic kind of world, and lots of things have been destroyed. There's references to Paris having been destroyed, and they keep on, basically they just reminisce all the time. They're reminiscing all the time about all these wonderful